Hey guys, in today's video, I'm continuing on my journey of exploring adjustable razors and sharing with you my first impressions on the Rex Konsul, coming right up. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. John, aka Latherhog here. So glad you tuned in for today's shave. First up, apologies in advance for my scratchy voice. I've been dealing with this cough, chest thing for more than a week now, hoping that it'll just go away, but it's kind of just sticking around and lingering. So it has set me behind a little bit on videos, but the show must go on, and I have a bunch of razors that I really want to bring you. In my recent trial with the Blackland Osprey adjustable razor, my mind was changed on adjustable razors, in particular the more contemporary ones, and that they could offer a better shave than what I was kind of used to with the Gillette adjustables, which have so much character and history, but actual performance-wise, it's always been middle of the road for me. So one friend of the channel, Served Up Shaves, offered me two different razors in the adjustable category to try out. So special shout out to Darcy. Thank you so much for the loan on this one and one other razor, which we'll keep under wraps and cover before the end of the year. But today we're talking about, from Rex Supply, the Konsul. And this is not just a contemporary adjustable razor, this is a slant adjustable razor and is their newest offering. So in a future video, we'll give you the specs and close-up looks and all that good stuff, but because I'm short on time and just want to get some new content out to you guys, this is going to be a less edited, very straightforward first impressions video. So if you came here for like the nitty-gritty, the specs and all of that, you'll have to wait for a future video, probably coming up in a week or two. But if you just want to see kind of my very organic response as we go through the Rex Konsul, that's what today's shave is, a little more laid back and hopefully enjoyable for you to watch as well. Now, I mentioned first impressions as I've never used the Rex Konsul before. The only other Rex Supply razor I've used is the Ambassador, which is their original beautiful looking adjustable razor. Only caveat with that one is it didn't agree with me very well. Even on the one setting, it was just too much blade feel. And granted, this was a number of years ago, so it's probably worth revisiting down the line. And that's mainly because my tastes have changed, where I don't mind more blade feel than I used to just a year or two ago. That being said, with the Rex Konsul, this is a clean slate. The Ambassador is a totally different razor, so I'm not judging that. This is a slant razor too, as I mentioned. Those of you not familiar with slant razors, the idea here is that the head torques the blade, and it's supposed to be a more aggressive or let's say efficient experience. And I know it was one of the first razors that came up in my research in my early days when I wanted to try out a more aggressive / efficient razor. I think I tried out the RazorRock slant offering, and that wasn't quite for me either. And I haven't tried that many slants since then. But hey, we're keeping an open mind here. Given that my mind can be changed by the adjustable razor, I don't hold any grudges against a slant razor as well. So the blade I've loaded up in the Rex Konsul for today is the Gillette Silver Blue blade, one that I'm super familiar with and comfortable with, kind of middle of the road as far as smoothness, but still got plenty of sharpness. As far as software, also going with something familiar and maybe unvisited for a bit, and that is Ariana and Evans Asian Plum. Great, so one of their early offerings, still a fantastic scent, especially for cool weather, and that's loaded up already on my Wild West Brushworks brush here. A lovely pink and black. Sorry for the messiness, want to save some time and load up in the tub. So I'm working with 5 days worth of beard growth in today's shave. As I've been under the weather, shaving hasn't been quite as a priority, so got plenty of stubble, and it'll act as an excellent test bed for this razor. So let's get into it. Oh, but before I forget, if you like videos like these covering safety razors and other elements of traditional shaving, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please consider becoming a subscriber to my channel. You won't miss out on any new videos, and it's an easy, free way to support the channel and make sure other like-minded viewers can see this content as well. All right, so we're lathered up and ready to go here. Asian Plum from Ariana Evans. It's before all these latest bases, and Peter over in A&D is always innovating, but this one, I forgot what the actual name of it. I mean, it's like the goat milk base, very early on, before Kaizen. Still excellent, still very easy to work with, and suffice to say, A&D has always had a very solid soap base, whatever the iteration. So anyway, let's go in with our first pass. We're going to go with the 1 setting. We might adjust as we go. First impressions, we just want to give this a, kind of a outline, and we'll fill it in later. Again, I plan to do multiple shaves with this guy, and we'll get more into the specs in later shaves. At the very least, it's a stainless steel adjustable razor, very solid in hand, and it's a 2-piece razor. The bottom dial here loosens it up where you can then detach the head. If you're familiar with Ambassador, very similar system. You can load the blade, and I did have to fiddle with it a little bit, not doing any research beforehand. I did find loading it upside down, that was the way to go, probably the most secure way, least likely way to cut yourself. So I'm sure that'll become more easily to me with future shaves. And we're using the Gillette Silver Blue blade in here, so let's just get right into it. So even on the 1 setting, kind of similar with Ambassador, there's plenty of blade feel. And I did expect that, I think, given that's kind of the style a little bit. Although I did hear that the Konsul was milder than the Ambassador. Very nice audio feedback for sure. Hearing that cut. It looks like I've cut my mole already. Right here. Guys, honest impressions, this is probably more blade feel than I usually like. And I'm pretty sure I loaded it properly, but with the first impressions, there's always a chance, or there's high probability of user error. So keep that in mind. Yeah, probably not going to talk too much as I've cut myself here and I've cut myself here already. It's just not comfortable. I'm sorry to say. You can see the nick here. I probably nicked myself the same way. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, but it just feels like I'm in constant fear of nicking and cutting myself. And I'm adjusting as I go as far as the angle and trying to ride the cap as much as I can. And even then, I mean, it is mowing down all this hair very efficiently, but this is on the 1 setting. I actually don't even want to mess with the against the grain pass here, let alone, I was thinking like, oh, we'll try the 2 and 3 setting. I don't think so. Not today at least. This is gonna be a shorter video than I thought. I'm not sure we're gonna continue with this video even. Oh, even just rinsing, it stings. Stings multiple places. The razor did not drag by any means. It cut very efficiently. But just that, the feel, not only the blade feel, but just the way the razor feels. I don't know how to differentiate that from blade feel. I am sorry, friends, I'm not a fan. That being said, who would like this? Probably seasoned wet shavers, people who are really looking to amp up the efficiency and blade feel. This is just not for me. So, and it might be something about the angle where like both sides here, I've got good nicks. I definitely need another pass, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna carve up my face in doing so. This is not where I thought the video would take me, and I might try an Astra blade for the next shave, because I didn't want to. Astra blades for me are the test blade for more aggressive razors, but I didn't want to automatically lump the Konsul into a mild razor, because I know it's milder than the Ambassador, but I did not think it's going to be mild. And I mean, that was definitely confirmed, but I think I'm going to give it another try, but with an Astra blade, but not today, because that was kind of a rough go. Love making videos for you guys, but I don't need like a blood splattered face for the rest of my weekend even. So we're gonna stop it at one pass. This is what happens. I know this is not a live video, but a lot of times when you shave, I can't go back and do another shave because the hair is gone. I gotta wait for the beard growth to come back, and we're gonna leave it. It's like I said, it's a more raw video, and this is in no ways a knock against Rex. So please don't take it as an attack on it. This is just my shave with it, and yeah, I know who it's for. It's for people who do want a more aggressive experience. And if I know there's plenty of other places to look for the like mild but efficient razor. I don't think that's what I thought this was going to be. It does bear further testing, but this is just the way it goes sometimes. I don't know. If you're testing a new razor, I'd love to hear your process. This might seem like a more abrupt end than normal, but that's where we're gonna put a pin in it. But again, I will revisit this razor, but for the first shave, I am not a fan of this one, unfortunately, but we're gonna keep on going with it. So I'm not sure if this is entertaining or informative. This is probably just me sharing my experience more than anything. But again, utilize that comment section. I definitely want to hear from you guys. If there's any tips and tricks for this razor, let me know. But otherwise, I do want to thank you for tuning in, for taking some time out of your busy day and joining me for this shave. Guys, I really appreciate your support, and I'll catch you next time. Take care. If you guys want to catch some other videos about safety razors, here's some additional ones that you can click on and check out.